Okay, so in the previous video, we learned about the different kinds of bar models and what they look like. Right now, I want you to practice with me identifying which bar model matches the story. So we know that we're really good at figuring out story problems. What we're learning now is how to use bar models to help us with the story problems. So I see here that there's a bar for Joe and a bar for Sam. And here's my three choices. Which story matches the bar model? Sam has fewer books than Joe. Sam has fewer books than Joe. B, Joe has more books than Sam. Joe has more books than Sam. Or C, Joe has fewer books than Sam. Joe has fewer books than Sam. So we're thinking about, what are we asked to do? Are we comparing? Then we should subtract. Are we adding by equal groups? Then we should multiply. Are we sharing by equal groups? Then we should divide. And in this case, this is the story that matches the bars. Let's do another one. So I see question, example number 6. Which situation describes the bar models that you see? I see Deborah and 3 boxes by her. I see Joy with 1 box. Joy has 3 times as many pencils as Deborah. Joy has 3 times as many pencils as Deborah. Does A match? Let's take a look at B. Deborah has 2 times as many pencils as Joy. Deborah has 2 times as many pencils as Joy. Or C. Deborah has 3 times as many pencils as Joy. Which one do you think it is? Press pause if you need to think, because I'm going to tell you the answer in 3, 2, 1. This is the story that matches the bar models. It shows that Deborah has 3 and Joy has 1. So Deborah has 3 times as many as Joy. Let's do another one. Okay, you can pause anytime you need to take a break. Decide which situation describes the bar models. So I'm looking at number 7, and I can see that I know that these 3 boxes, it makes 30, and that each box is the same size. And I'm trying to figure out what is the size of this box. So here's my first story. Divide 30 items into 3 equal groups. And the question is, how many items are in each group? So does A match? Or let's take a look at B. Divide 30 items into groups of 3. How many groups are there? Well, I already know there are 3 groups, so B is not a match. I already see 3 groups. How many items are in each group? I can see that the question mark is asking me how many items go in this one group. So A is the better match. Let's do another one. Describe which situation describes the bar models. So here in number 8, I can see that there are 2 boxes, 1 on each side, and there's something missing between them. Above it, I can see that whatever is there, all in all, will be 40. So the whole is 40. And then the question underneath says, how many groups? So, and I know that these 2 squares are going to have 4s in them. So I know that there will probably be more 4s in here. I just don't know how many yet. So here's the first story. Divide 40 items into 4 equal groups. How many items are in each group? That one doesn't seem to match really well because it says 4 equal groups. And I only see 2 equal groups with something missing. So let's take a look at B. Divide 40 items into groups of 4. How many groups are there? Yes, this is the one that matches because it's asking me how many groups. And that's exactly what this is saying. How many groups belong here in this bar model? Okay, so thank you for reviewing the types of bar models and the stories that go with them. So let's take a look at the homework pages. here's the first homework page, and here's what I know. You should be able to do 1 to 4 by yourself without my help. And number 5, it says cross out the measurement that does not belong to the group. So there are 3 different measurements here. 2 of these are equal, and 1 of them is not equal. Cross out the one that's not equal. Find the one that doesn't fit. And I'm pretty sure you can do number 6 by yourself. And I'm going to go to the next page. So here's number 7, and I know how to subtract. I remember the poem that says, more on the floor, go next door, right? So I know how to regroup when I subtract. Number 8, this one is multiplying, and I need to show my work. So, you know, it's been a while since we looked at this, and I remember it's kind of complicated. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then I go 2 times the tens, right? 2 times 5 is 10. Well, I'm not going to write a 10 down here. I'm going to put the 0, and I'm going to carry the 10 up here. That's really 100 though, isn't it? It's because 2 times 50 is going to be 100. So now I have 2 times 6, and 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1, and I'll let you finish that. Number 9 is dividing, so I can divide like this. And this is something that should be kind of easy for you at this point. All right, I'm going to go to the next page. Okay, so this is where I want you to get really focused on what you're doing. Notice the drawing that I have, and if you need to write that onto your workbook page, please do so. And then down here, number 14, use this information to create a drawing for your page in your workbook. And then number 15, use this to help you solve number 15. So I hope these help you, and of course you can pause anytime you need to take a look at anything that I might have gone over too quickly for you. All right, I hope that helps. Talk to you later. Bye.